Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. I am inside filming today because it is pouring rain in the middle of June. Don't want to talk about that. Um, anyway, in this video I wanted to talk a little bit about some of my past health challenges with anorexia and disordered eating, and kind of how eating a raw vegan fruitarian diet has affected that. Because I think like this way of eating is often seen by many people as very extreme or radical, and often, unfortunately, often um, conflated with, like if you eat a fruitarian diet, you automatically also are anorexic or whatever. And I think, unfortunately, a lot of people who are attracted to fruit-based diet um, often are also really like get really into like the whole detoxing and like trying to be as clean as possible, which I think in certain cases can be beneficial, but I think unfortunately a lot of people just overdo it or like really get deep into it when it's maybe not necessary or beneficial for them. And yeah, so I think that's one of the reasons why um, fruit-based eating is often like conflated with having an eating disorder, and a lot of people that eat this way do tend to be on the skinnier side, but it's definitely not always the case, and definitely eating an adequate amount of calories, you can, have a perfectly healthy body weight eating a fruitarian diet. So anyway, just to give a little bit of background, I struggled with anorexia for years before I even knew that um, eating a fruit-based diet was a thing. I was first diagnosed with anorexia when I was 13, and it wasn't until like my third year of university that I even went vegan. So it was quite a long stretch of time there. And when I did go vegan, it was like I was still struggling with an eating disorder at that time. And to be honest, I did get into veganism for, I would say, like anorexically motivated reasons. Like, I don't know, as a way to, um, eat less calories or whatever. Like, um, yeah, just be cleaner or whatever. At the very beginning, remember I was like eating just a lot of vegetables, like just mostly vegetables and stuff, and it was not the right way to get into it. But fortunately, very quickly I did start to learn about some of the other like better reasons, such as the whole ethical um, and moral aspect of not eating animals, and the environmental aspects and of eating animals and everything. And and that really, that was what really motivated me to get serious about it and like really stick with it. And honestly, at the beginning when I first like kind of had this vegan epiphany or whatever, what you will, of like how animals are treated and everything, it really, I would say, had a really positive effect on my my struggle with anorexia, because it kind of took me out of myself and my own issues and made me realize that, like, wow, there's all this other suffering in the world that I didn't even know about. And like, yeah, this is like huge compared to like what I'm going through. And so I think in that sense, it was really beneficial for me, actually, adopting a vegan diet. And um, and it really motivated me to pursue recovery. So that happened, and at the when I first adopted like just a regular vegan diet, I was eating it was really high fat. Like I was eating a lot of fat, a lot of nuts and seeds and nut butters and all that good stuff, and really was not feeling good. So that very quickly led me down path of continuing to investigate and like figure out what I could do to feel better and yeah, just find a better solution or whatever. So yeah, that's basically what led me to discovering the whole raw vegan fruit based thing. And I mean, to be honest, I feel that discovering this way of eating has helped me so much in my struggle with anorexia because it's I mean the thing with eating a fruit-based diet is that it is so like there is so much abundance in it. Like with fruit, you have to eat a lot more. But as someone who's struggled with anorexia, like that is a gift to be able to eat all this food and like to sit down at eat every meal to this huge like abundance of like all I care for juicy goodness is like such a gift. And, you know, if I compare that to, um, you know, to eating a plate of, you know, even just like cooked vegan food, it's just not the same level of abundance, you know, as sitting down to like a big bowl of mangoes or a big bowl of grapes or a big salad or, you know, a big smoothie or whatever, you know, it's just feels like such a gift to be able to like eat that much, you know, as someone who has struggled for such a long time with restriction and like controlling the amount of volume and everything. Um, it really feels good for the body to be able to just, you know, flood the body with nutrition and volume like that. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about how eating a fruit-based diet has affected my eating disorder recovery. I think it is definitely overall like it definitely didn't like solve it or whatever, you know, just on its own. But like I think that it's definitely been like a positive thing overall.